We're on number 6. Number 6 says the building shown below has a sandbox roof such that one side of the roof is longer than the other side. Roof 1, roof 2. I know it's hard to see. So what we have here, the important information, that's 45 degrees. This right here is 24 feet. This right here is 45 degrees. And that is 10 feet. Alright? And we have right triangles. I don't even know what color would go good on this. We have right triangles. Just the printer didn't do so well, I guess. Alright, but you have the worksheet in front of you, so you can see the problem. So, approximately how many feet longer is the left side? The left side. Than the right side of the roof, roof 2. So here, this problem could be done multiple ways using similar right triangles, or you can use trig. So the way I'm going to approach this is, I notice this is a right triangle with 45 degrees, and this is a right triangle with 45 degrees. So I'm going to use trig once, and then create a special right triangle to kind of get the answer, or create a similarity statement to get the right answer, okay? So the roof is right here. They want us to be focused on this part. So we don't know what that is. We have 24. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my reference sheet and see sine, some old hippie, caught another hippie, tripping over apples. If this is where the information's given, angle is given, you know what, let's just redraw it. It's really bad. So what we have here, right triangle right here, and then we have a right triangle right here, 45 degrees, 24 feet, 10 feet, 45 degrees. So they want to know the difference between roof 2 and roof 1. We want to know how much longer roof 1 is to roof 2. So first we need to figure out, are we going to use sine, cosine, or tangent? So right here, I notice that both of these roofs are going to be hypotenuse. That means we don't need tangent. Secondly, I'm going to put my pen on the 45 degrees. Check what I'm given. Well, that right there is 45 degrees opposite. We don't have an opposite. That means we're going to be using cosine. Okay? So I'm only going to do it for this triangle, and then I will create a proportion. Alright, so we have right here the cosine of 45 degrees is equal to the adjacent 24 over, we can just say R for the roof. Right here, the goal is to get rid of that R, or isolate the R, but it's on the denominator. So we have the cos of 45 degrees is equal to 24 over R. The inverse of division, multiplication, multiply both sides by R, cancels. We get R times the cosine of 45 equals 24. From here, the inverse of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by the cosine of 45. We get R is equal to 24 cosine of 45. If you're using the on-computer calculator, you just type it in as you see it, and you get 24 divided by cosine 45. But if you have a backwards calculator on the EOC like this, you would do 24 divided by 45 cosine equals, and we get about, let's just say 33.9. I think that should be good enough. And this is a calculator section, so you didn't have to use special right triangles, but you could since it is 45 degrees. Alright, here I'm going to create a proportion. Since we have two triangles that are similar, 45, 45, 90, two triangles, we can create proportions. So I want to say 24, which would be proportional to 10 feet. If I start with this triangle, we're going to start with this one afterwards. 24 feet over 10 feet is equal to 33.9 all over roof 2. We'll call it R. Yeah, we could call it R2. Cross multiply. You get 24 feet times R is equal to 10 times 33.9. You get 339. Right here, move it up. Divide by 24. Divide by 24. Get R is equal to 14.125. So roof 2 is equal to, we'll call it R2, I guess. 14.125, but that's not what it was asking for. The objective, which we could have just said 14.1, is to find the difference. It says approximately how many feet longer is the left side of the roof, roof 1, than the right side of the roof, roof 2. So we would just do 33.9, we subtract it by 14.1. So we get 33.9 minus 14.1. We get about 19.8, which is a pretty good estimate. So the closest one to 19.8 would be C. And what we did is created a proportion. If that's a little tricky for you, what you could have also done is use trig here, then subtract. Either way would have been correct.